Hello and welcome to the Memphis Tiger Network. I'm Jeff Brightwood alongside Ali Weisz with the rifle program here at the University of Memphis. Before we get into Ali's background, let's just get out of the way. Congratulations, headed to the Olympics.
Thank you so much.
Is it still, I know it's new, that second qualifying match was in February. Is it still just kind of unreal that you're going to be headed to Tokyo?
A little bit. So we're just over a week now of knowing and it being confirmed that I'm going. The first 3 days definitely hadn't hit yet, but I think we're doing a little bit better now. It's still a little bit surreal hearing everybody say, you know, like, oh, like she made the Olympic team, or this is you're on the Olympic team. And what? Has
it been a lot of time the past week on Google searching Tokyo? What's the do in Japan, and what all you're going to get to see and what all's involved?
I have not, but my mother absolutely. She actually recently sent me a photo of a Tokyo for Dummies book that she got, so it's been a good time.
All right, let's talk about your background, how you got here to not just Memphis, but here in the Southeast. You're originally from Montana. When do you start shooting at a young age? How did you get into it?
Right, so I started at a very young age through like a gun safety and education program. I actually had no idea that it was going to be competitive target shooting. Started off with a BB gun, and so that was when I was 9, and then progressed upwards towards air rifle and then our .22 rifles. And in that time frame, I had been recruited by a couple of colleges, but Ole Miss really kind of recruited me the hardest. And went on an official visit down there, and being from Montana, I hadn't gone down to the Southeast very often at all. Absolutely fell in love with it. Fell in love with the culture in the South completely. Not that I don't also love the culture in the North, it's just very different. And so that's what brought me down there. Lived down there for 4 years, graduated from there, did some other training and other schoolwork in between now and then had the opportunity to come to Memphis. So.
At what point when you were growing up did it click in your mind that I'm pretty good at this?
Shoot, I think I had a mentor tell me when I started BB gun that I had a lot of natural talent and I could go very far if I wanted to. So of course at 9, I kind of realized, okay, if somebody's telling me this, I should stick with it. And then later on through high school is kind of when I started realizing that this is really something I could do.
And you excelled even at the college level. We're on AllAmerican.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How special is that? And because once you get to that next level, up in NCAA, everyone was good coming out of there. Mm-hmm. So tell us about that process.
It was super special. It was super cool to see competing on a much different level than what you ever did in high school, in just very different ways. I mean, you've got to build friendships and build families across the country, but also you're competing against these people every weekend. So then to come out of it at the end as an All-American was super incredible.
When did you know you kind of wanted to get in maybe into coaching and make your way up to Memphis?
I always kind of knew towards the end of my collegiate career that I would be interested in coaching, just because I always wanted to give back to how much the sport has given me. And then I knew about Memphis I think last season, but I was always really hesitant of it because I am training on my own, obviously, was still competing, and I wanted to make sure that I could give as much as I could to the athletes that I was coaching. Like, I would ideally want to give 100% of myself to them. But when Dan reached out to me and talked to me about it and talked to me how much he wanted me here and the support that they would give me to continue following my dreams, and also that in combination with supporting the athletes and giving them all of my knowledge that I have and trying to see them succeed, I was sold on it.
Have you had a lot of chances to spend time in Memphis since you've been here? Because I know your travel schedule between the Tigers and your training and the matches, I'm sure you're on the road a lot. How is it being in Memphis?
Oh, I love it. Yeah. It's very different, very unique, completely different than Oxford, where I went to college for 4 years, but I love it. I've definitely seen the Peabody Ducks a handful of times because I love ducks, so we've been down there a few times for sure. All
right, take us through the training and the process over the last, I'm sure it's not recent, it's probably been a year, probably several years, is trying to get qualified for the Olympics.
Yeah, so it's been for sure several years, a lot of hours in the range, a lot of phone calls with coaches, smart thinking, trying to think things through. But since I've been here, it's been way different than what it was prior to that because I have so many more things to juggle now. So it's been team practice in the morning, my practice in the afternoon, class in the evening, and then working out after that, going home, quick dinner, wake up the next morning, start all over again.
Does it help in some aspects that the sport you're involved in already is, and it's a team sport, but you're the only one shooting at that point, so you've got to rely on yourself, so that self-discipline It's probably kind of already built into your nature.
Absolutely, yeah. Very self-discipline is what it comes down to, is because we can't control anyone else no matter what.
All right, a lot of people want to know how you finally got, the qualification to go to Tokyo, and it actually ends up being 2 different matches.
Right. Yep. So one in December and then one in February. All of the scores get added together that you shot, and then top 2, even cut, top 2 make the team.
All right, before you head to Tokyo, you still have now that I guess the fun part starts, you're going to be kind of on the schedule. I'm sure you're going to have to travel around, shooting some other events before you get to the Olympics. What's the spring and the summer going to have for you?
So the spring, immediately after NCAA's, so we're planning on making it as a team. So as soon as we're done with that, I will be leaving for New Delhi, India, for a World Cup, and then we'll be back for a few weeks. End of April will be the Tokyo Test event, which is a lot like a World Cup. It essentially is, but there's less entries, so other countries can't bring as many people. And so we'll compete there in Tokyo. And then the next match will be early June, a World Cup in Munich, Germany. And then we'll leave July 14th for Tokyo.
Well, the Olympics, of course, the ultimate goal, and that's going to be the ultimate competition. But how fun is it to just get everything opened up, get to go all over the world for this?
Oh, so much fun. I'm a huge lover of traveling and seeing the countryside and embracing different cultures. I mean, that's the whole reason I fell in love with the South, is I got to embrace it. But super, super honored to be able to do it, for sure.
All right, again, congratulations. We're glad to have you here at Memphis.
Thank you so much.
That is Allie Weisz. I'm Jeff Brightwell on the Memphis Tiger Network.